made you dance. I think everyone makes you dance to character Dila.
Yeah, I'm like that monkey who always has to dance on that song whenever I'm amongst my friends.
And you remember some of the people you danced with? You danced with Sundar.
Oh, of course, I have that video. We almost kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not say it here.
Let's not say it here. So Z, today I wanna I don't know how many people know this about Zareen, but she is extreme. I think a lot of people do, but she's so close to her mother and sister, and she's the most loving sister and daughter that anyone can have. I remember in 1921 we were living in this palace kind of place, and in the morning Zareen and I got up, and suddenly there was no breakfast for anybody.
Oh God!
And
the first morning, I remember.
The first morning after Zareen had landed, and her mom were there, and Laddu, her sister, who Sana, we should call Sana, and I remember we went looking for breakfast in our pajamas because we couldn't find anything. It was quite a mess. So Z, tell me, I mean, like, I can relate to it because even my mom has brought me up single-handedly. So I keep seeing your posts on Father's Day also for your mom. So tell me, how is having your mom as a father and a mother? Like, what is the connection? Like, what is your feeling?
It's, somehow I really feel that I'm still connected, but yeah, our umbilical cord is still not cut. My mom is my world, everything to me, and I cannot imagine my life without her. I think it's just an automatic thing, I mean, there was no efforts put into it, or I hear things from a few friends who don't really have that greater rapport with their moms, and it's somehow I feel a little difficult to kind of relate to that. I don't know. I mean, there are some people, but yeah, my mom is everything of mine, and the fact that she has brought us up single-handedly is something that I really look up to and respect her for, because she's not somebody who's really very educated or has been really out there in the world, but she's instilled these values in us, that self-respect is everything. There has to be no compromise on that, no matter what. And the fact that, you should not really make anybody make you feel inferior, or, nobody can dominate over you. I mean, you are your own person, and you have to be on your own terms. So yeah, and that has made life very easy for me. That's the reason I can't really lick ass. That's the reason I am a person of my own mind. That's the reason I have no filter. So I think that is all my mother's upbringing. That she's made me the strong person that I am. She's taught me not to compromise ever.
Wow. So, I mean, yeah, I've seen that about Auntie. I think that even now, like when Auntie accompanies you anywhere, she's always like protective about you. And
first of all, she doesn't accompany me really at places. Like, there's so many times where I have to actually beg her to just come. No, people on my shoot are asking for you. Can you just please come? It's only on 1921 that she actually came and spent 10 days with me. Then you know how she was getting it. She wanted to go back. She doesn't. She's not somebody who likes getting out of her house. I really have to convince her.
And Laddu has been a huge support. Sorry, Sana, we are gonna call you Laddu because that's.
But she's not in the house. It's fine.
Because that's how we know you. Yeah. So, I mean, Laddu is the baby of the family. Yeah. I don't know how we were discussing her wedding plans one evening because Laddu only wanted to get married.
Laddu's only goal in life is to get married.
That is a wedding that we will have a lot of fun in.
Yeah. That is if we are invited, because when I hear her plans, I don't think she's going to invite any of us.
Oh shit. Please, Laddu, invite us, please. It'll be super fun to be at your wedding. So even you have been quite the son and the daughter to your mom. Like,
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I don't know why this is like something gender based, that when a daughter is kind of taking care of the family or something, why is it now, and I don't think there should be a difference between boy and girl. And if a girl is taking care of the family, she's supposed to be called the son. No, I think I'm a great daughter who's taking care of my family. So, yeah.
So okay, so this is a very nice point that you brought up. I mean that a lot of times people say that you should be the son and the daughter.
Yeah.
What does the son do that the daughter can't do? I want to know. Like
if I'll say something, then the son's here on the chat might get offended. So I have heard this saying that a son is a son till he gets a wife, but a daughter is a daughter all her life. So don't. I think parents
my mom is
having daughters rather than. Sorry, all the sons. I'm sure you're a good sons, but this is just something I have heard and somehow I've seen also very frequently.
yeah. So tell me something. I remember during 1921 something that you always battle with is that, and something that you always love being is fit. Like I've seen you even in Yorkshire used to not eat because you had to like.
So I used to not eat. I used to not eat like carbs and all. I was being on keto, so I was eating my whatever keto things that I got. And somehow, I just love my mom ka hath ka khana. So when I'm traveling and all, of course I don't really get that. So that becomes a bit of a problem. So I always manage to lose weight whenever I'm traveling.
So how much of a health freak are you? Like
coming from a background where I was a fat kid, as you can say, somebody who was more than 100 kg. So
oh my god, you were more than 100 kgs?
I was 109 or 113 something, I don't remember.
What were you doing? You were only eating all day.
I was enjoying life. No, but I was hardcore into junk. I never ate like a proper balanced meal. I just loved eating like burgers and all the possible junk. And somehow I could never eat one. Always wanted 2, 3 given my size and appetite. But yeah, so when I kind of got discipline in my life, I lost weight. And that actually happened when, my father left us and I had to kind of stop studying and I had to look for a job. And given that limited education qualification that I had, I thought becoming an air hostess would be the best job for me because it pays well and the educational qualification that I had was apt for it. But of course, nobody's going to hire a 100 kg air hostess, so I started losing weight for that. And when I started that journey of losing weight, I mean, I was like, oh wow, this feels good. Not that, when I was 100, I had any problems with my weight. I never had this thing that, oh, I can't do this, or I can't do that. I was doing everything that, so-called fit person would do. I never ever felt inferior or nobody had the guts to bully me. So,
of course, if you're 109, how will anyone bully you?
No, because I hear a lot of, things that, just because somebody is fat, people are bullying and all. And that is something I never understand because you're so big, just go and slap the person. How is anybody going to bully you? So, so nobody dared bully me and also I was very comfortable with everything. But of course, yeah, when reality hit and when I had to get a job and the job that I wanted, so I had to lose weight for that. So it started with wanting to get a job, but when I started on the journey of losing weight, I loved the whole vibe, like, the whole feel of feeling fit. I had more energy. I was, looking good in the mirror. Not that when I was fat, I had any problems with the way I was looking in the mirror, but everything started feeling better. So I'm like, okay, this is feeling nice. So I started continuing on that journey, and now it's just become a way of life for me. I love fitness. I love knowing about the different things. I like gaining a lot of knowledge about it. So yeah.
Yeah, like I remember that even you had like this, you had hurt your knee or something, or you had hurt your leg, and despite that, you said, "Now I'm going to start doing yoga," because there was this phase now where you said that if I can't hit the gym, I'm going to do yoga, and then you became quite good at it from all the headstands I saw you doing on Instagram.
That is my thing, I love I love being good at whatever I'm doing. So yeah, that is whatever, or defect or whatever you say, that is there.
So tell me, how did Veer come about? Like, how did you go from wanting to be an air hostess to becoming a film star?
Which I never wanted to.
How did that happen?
As you say, you can't really overtake destiny, or you can't really, I mean, you can only make certain plans for yourself, but if destiny has a different set of plans for you, it's going to happen that way. So yeah, I mean, being an actress was never the plan. I mean, you know how much of a tomboy I am.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm still sobered down. But yeah, I mean, I'm like, actresses are these perfect beings with like perfect hair and all that, nakra and all that, which, I have.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. हम आपसे ना हो पाए.
So yeah, but maybe this was my fate. I met Salman as a fan, and we got chatting. And that time they were looking for somebody for Veer. Apparently, they had auditioned a lot of girls, but they couldn't really finalize on anybody because in Veer there are two looks. One is like an English look that is in England, based in England, and then when I become the princess of the kingdom, and I mean, whatever, the princess in charge of the kingdom, and then, I'm supposed to dress up all Indian. So the girls at the audition, some of them were looking good in the English attire, some of them were looking good in the whatever Hindi, in the Indian attire, but there was not somebody who was looking good in both, and somehow they thought that I would fit there. So yeah, I mean, when I met Salman, I met him like a fan, and he just got talking, and he's like, do you have your pictures? And I remember that time we had got these new camera phones, Nokia, and I was showing him my family pictures, my cat pictures, and all that. And he's like, no, not this. Do you have portfolio pictures?
Oh my god. 1 minute for all the people here. Just pause. Z has 9 cats.
Now there's 7.
Okay, so he has 7 cats, and the first time that we went to her house, uh, one cat came out, then another cat came out, then another cat, and I was just like, I didn't know Zareen, and I was. Firstly, we had the funniest first meet because we were supposed to go for costume trials, and we were so late, and Z had to leave for Goa for her birthday. And I remember I called up your manager at that time. I think it was Deepika.
Yeah.
And I was like, please, we have to do it. My father will kill me if we don't do the costume trials today. She's like, Zareen will kill me if we do the costume trials today. And then I remember Manu came and he just rang the doorbell and he said, I'm going to try. And he came and he spoke to Laddu and he was like, listen, I'm really sorry. I know you're late, but I really need to do trials with Zareen. Otherwise, sir will kill us. Please help us. And Laddu first gave him water and he was like, please calm down. And then we finally did the trials. And I remember I was so awkward over there, and one cat comes out, and another cat comes out. On the way back, I'm telling Manu, there were a lot of cats, no? He's like, there are about
She's a crazy cat lady. Did you think that?
we were like, I was like, what, 9 cats? And he was like, yeah. I said, you counted? He said, no, I was talking to auntie. I was
They're my family, and I didn't plan on having so many, but it just happened. So yeah, I did not have the heart to give them away, so I kept all of them.
so tell me, so you were showing cat pictures.
Yeah, so then he's like, no, not this. Do you have portfolio pictures? I'm like, no, I don't have portfolio pictures. So then he called Munna S, the photographer. So he came, and Ashley got some clothes, and they started dressing me up, and there was like a photo shoot happening, and I was too intimidated for the very first time in my life to ask what's happening with me. And then in between that photo shoot, Salman comes himself, and he's also posing with me. I'm like, what is happening? I did not even ask for a picture. Why is he doing this and all of that? I was getting very intimidated. And then of course, I mean, Salman, no matter, how I am. I'm a very talkative person and a very no filter person, but somehow in front of Salman, I kind of go zipped up. So I don't know what to do. So he clicked his pictures with me, and then he left. So then I asked Ashley, I said, what's happening? Yeah, like I don't know. So then he told me, he's like, you are being thought of for Veer. So I was like, okay. And I remember that very day when he packed up, we went to Mehboob where he was rehearsing for Daskadam, the show that he used to do. And there the director and producer of the film of Veer had come. So they saw me and everything, but then they're like, no, but we would want to take an audition. We're not sure if she'll be able to speak Hindi. So I was like, Okay, and then an audition happened in which of course I spoke very good Hindi because I am born and brought up in Mumbai, and I I'm very good at Hindi. So and that's how we happened, and I think we were shot over a period of 1.5 year on and off, and throughout that 1.5 year, I couldn't believe that this is still happening in my life, but it happened.
And then there were a lot of comparisons.
Yeah.
I think to Katrina, yeah, there were a lot of comparisons, and
Yeah.
people were like, "Oh, she's like this. Oh, she's like that," and then somehow you just came into your own with the next couple of films that you did.
I
And
was
then,
always on my own. The problem is, before my pictures, or before anything of mine could come out, like before I could interact one on one with the media, I don't know, somewhere they got a picture from somewhere and they're like, oh, she looks like Katrina. And I feel that our audience, our people are very okay with just being with what's fed to them. So when it was told to them that, oh, she looks like Katrina, everybody's like, yeah, she looks like Katrina, rather than getting a chance to form an opinion of their own. So I think that happened, but I think I have a very universal face. Whoever looks at me, they're like, oh, you look like Katrina. Then somebody will say, you look like Preeti Zinta. Somebody will say, I look like Pooja Bhatt. So it goes on. So I'm happy that I'm just compared to such good-looking, beautiful women. I'm okay with it.
and that's nice way to look at it. So, right. So from being an air hostess, you went, and then from being Katrina Kaif lookalike, you went on to become Zareen Khan,
Yeah.
is so popular amongst people. And but very down to earth. Is that also because of the kind of upbringing you had? Because you don't behave like a film star. You just don't behave like a film star. You're like,
And I really don't know what that means because now over the years I know, because when I see other film stars and all, I'm sorry, but yeah, I don't really want to talk about that. But this is me. I mean, I come from a very humble background, and now this is the profession that chose me. It's not me who chose this profession, and I feel that this is just a part of my life. It's not my life that it has to go get to my head and turn me into something that I'm not. And honestly, if I be anything else than what I am, I don't know how to be that. So yeah, I don't. I think this is me, and it's always going to be like this. Not
yeah,
a film star.
this is the Z we all love. We all love the way that there is God level friendship.
I remember Vikram sir giving me that whole title, Pagal Pathan.
Yeah. Oh God. I mean, guys, for those who don't know, Zareen dances in the middle of takes. She laughs. She has to do a crying scene. I remember there was an intimate scene with Karan, and and everybody thought that Zareen would be shy and Karan would be okay. So we were all trying to make Zareen feel okay, and Zareen was absolutely fine. She was like,
And
it's a
bullying Karan, I remember.
and, and Karan took the chadar and he covered himself till his face, and he was so shy. He said, "I just," and I remember looking at Dad and I was like, "Papa, यहाँ तो उल्टा है." And Zareen,
I know sir used to say ना कि ये hero है और वो heroine है. या तो बोलता था मेरी पिक्चर में दो हीरो काम कर रहे हैं, दो हीरो काम कर रहे हैं. I remember. And Karan and me also had such a bro vibe with each other. Like I was his bro, you were my bro. So I mean, what to do? As long as it looked good on screen, so it's fine.
yeah. It was very aesthetically handles and also it was fine. But hilarious. I think I've never laughed so much in a love meeting as I did. Zareen was just sitting in her shirt and looking at Karan like, bro, क्या कर क्या रहा है?
Yeah, because ऐसे भी नहीं कि there was something very this thing that we were doing. We were wearing clothes, everything was there, and he was still feeling like I don't know, and I'm like, I am the one who's supposed to feel shy. Yeah? What the hell are you doing? Then people will think, my God, this woman, look at her, she's not even feeling shy. What to do?
God. Okay, so before you go, I just want to know, so what's next? When are we seeing Zareen Khan again?
Well, once the lockdown is done, and I actually shot for a horror comedy named Patal Pani in March, when the little bit of window we had to shoot and all. It was supposed to release in June, but then lockdown happened, so all the post slightly getting lifted. We'll start our dubbing and everything. So I'll have that released. Then I have a Punjabi film that has to be shot in London. So yeah, there are quite a few interesting things that are there in the pipeline. But the thing is, I don't know when we're going to be able to shoot.
Cool. So I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And thank you for doing this live. I think it was a fun.
I love you. Take care of yourself and give my regards to your mom and lots of love to sir.